To you.
No, you can't answer the question until I've asked it. No, that's impossible, isn't it? So that's where I get my information from. In 2 sentences, where do you get yours from?
So, in light of Nigel Farage coming out this week and calling ULEZ a total disaster,
out of ULEZ, just an absolute disgrace, you know.
I thought it would be time to dig out this call of somebody who lives in London who pretty much swallowed the whole ULEZ propaganda wholesale. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the like and subscribe buttons and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a video. Now let's watch this together and I'll share my thoughts at the end.
I'm quite pleased with that.
Oh, James, I'm so happy having this conversation. First of all, my stance on the ULEZ is totally unnecessary, and I'd love you to stop making out like it's a right-wing attitude that...
I didn't. I never said that.
Well, you kind of... Right,
no, I didn't. I contrasted between the scientists and the doctors who say that it's necessary and the people
on the MOT,
who didn't.
And that will clean the whole air of London with no extra charges. Do it that way.
This is why I don't do ULEZ phone-ins.
Sorry?
This is why I don't do ULEZ phone-ins.
Anyway, let me say something about Keir Starmer.
All right.
Keir Starmer, even though I disagree with this ULEZ thing, because once you've got LTN... This is why I don't do them. He's
off again. You just literally said you were going to talk about something interesting and you've gone back to this again.
All right, Keir Starmer, as far as I'm concerned, right, everyone thinks he's going to win. He's not going to win.
Right.
The guy is weak. His stance on this does not surprise me. I'm West Indian. I was brought up a Labour
But you like his stance. He's stepped back from supporting the thing that you're opposed to.
No. Listen to me.
I am. That's how I know what you just said.
It does not surprise me.
Yeah.
And I tell you why. If it was someone else, they would look at the whole thing about cleaning air in London, right?
Right.
In a different way. It's always got to be about money. There's a different way to do it. That's a lot fairer.
Let me read you some.
Let me know.
No, John, I have to speak now, John, because that's what people tune in for. Okay, here's a story from last month. Hundreds of doctors have urged politicians to stand firm on initiatives to tackle air pollution, warning that they see its devastating health consequences in patients on a daily basis. Air pollution is the single largest environmental risk to public health, linked to between 28,000 and 36,000 UK deaths a year. The estimated cost to the NHS and social care of air pollutants is estimated to be £1.6 billion between 2017 and 2025. So that's where I get my...
Can I respond to you?
No, you can't answer the question until I've asked it. No, that's impossible, isn't it? So that's where I get my information from. In 2 sentences, where do you get yours from?
My information is through driving, right? And living in London. Wait a second. Right, and seeing the problem, what's happening right now.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right now.
So you get your information.
Wait a second.
No, you keep saying, wait a second. I've listened to you talk a lot, and you haven't said anything remotely interesting yet.
Because you have a thing called LTNs.
Oh, he's done it again.
James?
So where do you get your information from about the medical establishment's approach to clean air legislation? Where do you go for your information, mate?
You see, you do this.
I know. It's so annoying, isn't it? I insist that you answer substantive questions instead of whining on about LTNs. Where do you go?
No, wait a second.
No, I'm not waiting a second. I'm giving you one more chance to answer the question. Where do you go? I go to doctors.
I am not disagreeing with what you're saying.
Well, good. Flipping it, John. I mean, honestly, it's as if you decided today to prove to everybody listening why I have such historical antipathy to conversations of subjects like this. I did a 22-minute introduction trying to steer clear of the rocks onto which you've just steered our collective vessel. It's a conversation about Keir Starmer's approach to politics. You don't like him because he changes his mind. He's just changed his mind to agree with you. But LTN, 28 after 11. Steve's in Sheffield. Steve, pressure's on, mate. I might abandon this subject in the next news bulletin if you don't raise the bar a bit.
No, I apologise, but I think the problem is, James, when we speak quietly to people, they get angry when we don't believe them.
Yes.
And I think also applying the O'Brien elf sometimes doesn't work.
What's that?
In the evidence, logic and facts.
No, on this. Well, I guess the evidence, logic and facts are a bit debatable, but on the question of Starmer's apparent flip-flopping.
I think he's playing the blinder. Well,
he's
not saying much in general. Okay, he can't lose the North. He can't lose the Red Wall.
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of the moderate Tories at the moment because they're kind of going, and Tories aren't an option. The hardcore Tories aren't really liking Sunak because he's not far enough right for them. The right-wing media needs something to latch on with Starmer because they've got nothing.
Yes.
After the random curry that they tried to batter, they've got nothing. So Starmer's keeping himself quiet. He can't say too much because he needs the Red Wall. He can't say too much on the other side because the right-wing media will attack him. So actually,
but this is the problem I have. At some point, because this is what frustrated me one of the things that frustrated me so much about Jeremy Corbyn. At some point, they're going to have to stand up and win some of these fights with the right-wing media, aren't they?
Now, he will. He will. When it comes to the election, and I think the legal is at 3 months, they've got to have the same airtime to put policies across. That's when he can, because that's when he knows he can get his argument across. Then, when he becomes Prime Minister, then he can put things out to the media.
So that's where I was, and that's where I want to be. You think the mask comes off when he gets power, when he gets into Downing Street.
But also, he gets to put more of his policies across. You don't go and give your team sheet away.
No.
Too far before a game.
And actually, there is a logic to what you say, because what is the point of having this fight now? I heard George Monbiot on with Nick earlier, and he was saying, well, because you won't have a mandate when you get into Downing Street. I disagreed, actually. I thought, well, it doesn't matter, because you're going to bring it in. It'll be like ULEZ was in London. Everyone will kick off about it, and then it'll happen, and everyone will be, that's gone all right then. That's gone quite well.
People have very short memories.
They certainly do.
You say stuff now, they'll forget about it in months' time. You've got to batter it when you've got equal media time.
You might be onto something here. Marks out of 10 for my sewage analogy?
I'd give it about an 8.
Oh,
to be fair.
Oh, we were getting on so well.
No, it's okay.
I thought it was
very good.
Oh, no, it's all right, mate. I thought it was an 11.
My information is through driving and living in London. Well, that sounds really familiar, doesn't it? It's exactly what Farage said, pretty much. It's an argument with zero data, zero experts, and 100% personal grievance. And this is the bit Farage hopes you don't notice. He's just the louder, more famous version of that caller. The strategy is identical. Dismiss the doctors, dismiss the scientists, dismiss the evidence, and replace it with vague feelings about disaster and scams. And O'Brien in this video brought a report from hundreds of doctors. The caller brings nothing. So when you see Farage attacking ULEZ, he's doing the exact same thing. He's selling you the same rotten propaganda, just in a more expensive suit. And this clip is the proof. James didn't just dismantle the caller, he pressure tested the entire anti-ULEZ argument and proved it was hollow from the start. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like and subscribe buttons. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.